Good evening and welcome to Tuesday at Two Lines. A couple minutes late. I apologize. I was setting things up so that you guys could actually check out the screen so you can watch the lap count. Um, yeah, cool stuff. So Dusty's here. He's going to run some laps. I figure I'll jump on the track and run some laps with him. Oh, no audio. Weird audio. Now it should change over. That should fix the audio. Good evening, everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Check 1, 2, 3. Yep. Now I'm going through this mic, not the camera mic. We'll run some laps tonight, have some fun. Hopefully everyone was doing well. So what's going on this fine Tuesday evening? Everyone, there we go. Trying out the different microphone. It's not so directional, so if I get off axis a little bit, it should pick up a little better than my other microphone, but we'll see. The problem is it's big compared to the other one. That's what she said, right? Sorry, I was just watching The Office the other night. Poor taste in jokes. So welcome. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Let's see who all's in. Fox and Wolves is here. Slot R. Hey guys, just in for a bit. Been working on scenery. Last smoke and a cup of bit of two lines before bed. Hey man, thanks for tuning in. Good to have you, Dave, as always. There's Shotgun Dave. Dave, been working on this. I'm going to tear it apart and add some weight to it tonight. Dusty is working on his car for the Scale Auto Endurance race. I'm not sure his team has picked what car they're going to run yet, so it's still in running. Rob, wearing a flat bill for you. Hopefully you're doing well. Good evening to all. Good to have you. Hey, Bryce. Bryce, I like the new logo. That's pretty sweet. Goose at Slot Cars. We've had some really good content as of late. Good work. Jim, shout out to Jim. Thanks for joining last week. I really appreciate that. Hey, Ron from So Fast. Don't forget, Ron, you were a winner of some super tires. If you still want to claim them, make sure you send Pamela a message. Speaking of Pamela, had a great conversation via email from Pamela. She sent a great email out yesterday, and then today I kind of responded to it. So it was good stuff. Working on my Chewits that came in from the guys at Magnetic Racing. And I think I'm going to have to move the sign because the sign is directly behind me, right behind the mic. And I would really like for that to be on camera. We got the Super Tire banner flying. But shout out to Super Tire. They are our channel sponsor. And I really appreciate it. And on my bug, you notice I've got the fluorescent orange. Those are 1400s. This bug is slammed on the ground, man. They're on some NSR Classic. I haven't trimmed the axles yet, but yeah. But I'm going to take this car apart tonight and throw a little bit of weight in it and go from there. You guys, I don't know if you saw my video over the weekend. Quinn, which is a Harbor Freight brand, a few months ago maybe, released a set of drivers, and this is at hex .09, and I've got them here in my paintbrush stand from Magnetic Racing that I built, which is awesome. And eventually I'll paint that up, but I thought I would throw it together. And it's very convenient. Very, very convenient. So we'll take this apart while we're chatting. So who else do we have? Kevin. Hola. ¿Cómo está? Mr. Tucci. Looks like Bo is in the house from Germany. B-Rads is in the house. Um, let's see here. Mr. Albright. Hopefully, John, you are doing great. Let me see. I'll use this one. This one should work just fine for this. And who else we have? Greg from Clearwater. Hey, Greg. Glad you're here. KR Bridges is here. I see a truck, an asphalt late model double feature in the future. Yeah, that's right. KR, those trucks look pretty cool. Dusty and I got our cars back today. So I'm kind of excited about getting the late model back and running some more laps on the oval, which will be fun. But I realized that I have not pre-ordered the truck, one of the truck kits, so I'm going to have to do that. Um, I just wasn't even thinking about it, so hopefully I haven't missed the opportunity to get a truck. But man, that would be fun as a proxy race on the oval. Dusty and I were talking about it last week a little bit. I was talking to Shotgun Dave about my track, and I'm seriously thinking about tearing it apart and adding 4 feet to it because I've got the room to do that. Um, it's kind of a moot point to have it on wheels at that point because it'll pretty much fill up sidewall to sidewall in that room. But the extra 4 feet would really be fun on that track. So, hey, Gladstone, thanks for tuning in. And go Dodgers. Yeah. Reds are playing the Padres. Dropped another one in the 10th inning. Again, our bullpen is awful. Hey, Chris. Hey, Brandon. Hey, John Tucci. Guys, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it.
7-2, 7-1.
7-2. Yeah, nice. That's a good time, man. 7-1. HSF is in the house. Good evening. So yeah, so I have here's the top side of the chassis for the Volkswagen. Since I've got it apart, take a look at it. And it's just a touch. Brother Dusty on the track tonight. Yes, John. Hey, Daryl, Marty, and Dusty. But shout out to Dave, man. Dave did an awesome job with this chassis design. It really fits well and performs really good. It's nice and clean. Of course, I don't have the interior in the Beetle yet because I need to paint it up. It's right here. I guess I could tape it in, not painted. That's probably going to add just a touch more weight, a little higher, but yeah, we might as well just tape that in. There it is. So we'll put the interior in. Who else? Hey, Ryan is in the house. Hey, Ryan. Thanks for joining, man. Just dropped track number 99. That's awesome, dude. That's a lot of building. It's impressive. Are you going to stop at 100 or are you just going to keep building? I imagine if you still got ideas. Gary Dunmore is in the house. Hey, Gary. Thanks for joining. And get this interior in. Who else do we have? Highway Slot Cars. Good evening. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun with this bug, and I really have not tuned it yet. And I'm trying to decide where, because it's a tiny car. It's to scale. I'm trying to decide where can I put some weight, because there's nothing, not much room. Well, there's a little bit of room in front of the pod, but it looks like some of it's going to have to go kind of on the wings a little bit. So I've got some weight here. See if I can cut it in half so that it weighs the same. So I'll put a little bit right here, kind of right in the middle. So we'll see how that performs. It's like Christmas earlier, Dust. Oh, yeah, that's not enough room. It needs to be thinner. Jamie is in the house. Hey, Jamie. Thanks for joining. DJ Patrick. Kevin's birthday is today. Dusty's birthday was yesterday. Dusty, was it a big birthday for you yesterday?
51.
51. Last year was 50 for you?
Man, this thing is bad.
So that means our sister turns 50 tomorrow. Man, I am going to blow up her phone. That's going to be fun. So, for those of you who have birthdays, happy birthday. Dusty had an exciting birthday. He mowed grass, went to Cracker Barrel. Since they changed the logo, he thought he'd go check it out. Hey, Chris. Hey, Joe. Thanks for tuning in. Um, so, yeah. So, add a little bit of weight. See if I can get this thing to not be quite so top heavy. And then kind of go from there. Let's see. Get back together here and see what happens. It's not a ton of weight, but it might be just enough because it really wasn't super top heavy until I got into a turn. Not that I would ever overshoot a turn. Brake late. Never. Never. So what do you guys have going on in your track tonight? Hey, Frank. Thanks for being here, man. George. George, working on one of you guys' creations right now. At least I am. With my new Harbor Freight screwdrivers. Harbor Freight, I'm talking to you.
Maybe they could be a channel sponsor.
That's in my video. I gotta mention that they're not my sponsor, but in the description, I'm like, but I tagged you in it, and if you'd like to be a channel sponsor, that would be great. I'd love to give free tools away to my subscribers. But don't forget, we'll be giving away super tires tonight. And last week's winner basically said that she didn't have anything that he wanted. He made mostly Greg mostly runs 124 scale, and she didn't have any tires for the cars that he wanted tires for. So we're gonna give two sets away tonight because of that. So whoever wins tonight can thank Greg because he passed on the tires. So we want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to enjoy them if they want them. All right, there we go. It's back in. Got a little more weight to it. We'll see how it gets around the track here in a little minute. Lucy Fur Raceway. Good evening. Thanks for tuning in. Gosh, we have 90 people tonight. You can tell the weather's starting to change a little bit. What else? So let's talk about what's new in the slot car world this week. Who in the chat is going to order one of the BRM Side Cars?
They're bad.
Those things look awesome.
They're awesome.
They really look amazing. And we'll see if anybody else is interested. Hey, DW. Good evening. Steve Holzman is in the house. Hey, Steve. Good to chat today, as always. Ordered the Sheep Line Dodge NAS truck. Patrick, good job. After the live stream tonight, I need to go out there and see if the order's still up. Michael Squire, good evening, Michael. Been building any slot cars lately, Michael? Hopefully so. Slot R is out of Chewits. Slot R, I'm about 2/3 of the way through this pack, and my wife took one of my packs. But I did want to shout out to the guys at Magnetic Racing. The light, I don't know if anybody noticed it, but I got it last Tuesday, and I opened it and plugged it in, and it was in the background the whole live stream. And so that was pretty cool. Sitting back here, no one made a comment because it's out of focus, right? But it looks so good. I need to find a place. And then somebody in my video said I should put it up here so that to cover up the plumbing, which I thought was funny. Patrick, good evening. Patrick, you can appreciate this shot. We're running some laps, and I got to figure out how to get Ecamm to clean that window up a little bit. Because I would like for it to just show. But it's all right. So you can see what kind of lap times Dusty's running. We're running the red and the white lanes tonight. So I'm sliding the yellow lane off screen. And that looks good. And then, hey, Chris. So yeah, the Chewits are wonderful, but those guys did an awesome job. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and then comment. Actually, I don't know that I can require you to like and subscribe. But when I looked at only about 40% of my subscribers the people who watch my videos are subscribers. But if you comment on that video, you will be automatically entered to win. And we've got one of the 2 lines sign sets to give away. And Jet Boy just popped in to say hi. Say Tad's truck was awesome. Yes, it was. Hi, Pamela. Thanks for joining. Glad you're here tonight. We'll be giving away some tires later. Slaughter Tad's truck is awesome. I agree. Tad does a great job. His builds are fantastic. Looking forward to the bug paint job. Yeah, Dave, I haven't started on it because I I can't decide. Um, I'm considering painting it to look like Emerson Fittipaldi's VW Bug, if any of you are familiar with that. I think that is a cool looking race VW. But I was looking at liveries kind of out on Google one day last week, and there's a handful of them that I really like. I just haven't made the decision. So um, we'll see. So hopefully soon. Hopefully I've got some other painting to do this week, and I figured I would shoot at least the base coat um, this weekend. Also 70 watching, but less than 30 likes. That's kind of the norm. It's all good. Oh wait, magnetic racing. Yeah, Chewits. Hey, you see slot cars. David, how are you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Um, hey, Kirby. Hey, Dusty in the back, and all the slot heads in the chat. Um, man, there's a bunch of people on tonight. Guys, thanks. What else do we have? Um, yeah, so I got my Harbor Freight Tools magnetic racing kits. Let me grab one of the kits. So here's what the kits look like. Um, easy to ship this way, and you've got some painting to do. I thought about putting one together and giving one, um, and like finishing one and sending it out already done. And then I also have the uh, the billboard kit, the sticker bomb billboard kit. And so I'm gonna work on that one. That's probably the next one I build. But thanks, Ian, Doug, for sending those out. I really appreciate it. That was very, very cool. But those sidecars, let's get back to that. BRM released pictures. John Albright, I believe, posted them on Home Racing World. Um, the sidecars from BRM are pretty cool. They're 1/18th scale. And my opinion, I posted on the in the comments, my opinion is they went with 1/18th scale because to me it looks like the wheels and tires are 1/32nd scale. And so they probably scaled those up so that they can use existing parts, which I think it makes perfect sense. And is smart. That was a smart move. So, but that would be a fun class. It looks like there's two liveries and then a white kit. So it would be cool to get my hands on one of those, so we can build one and run it on the track and see how much fun they are. But my guess is, hey, Robert Lee.
But then you have to build two.
But then you have to build two because you need to be able to race it against something. So BRM Revo slot. If you watch my channel, send us one and we'll give you plenty of screen time. Uh, just set up a couple of cars with new rubber for the debut at Fast Eddie's tomorrow night. Nice, Greg. I need to talk to you about Fast Eddie's. I will be in Florida in October, visiting family. Last year we were supposed to go, and that trip got canceled because my kids couldn't do it. But this year we're locked in, and we have our place to stay, and we'll be staying at Paso Grill Beach. But I I will plan to go to Fast Eddie's if they're racing that week. That would be fun. So maybe we can meet up there if you're planning to go. I think we're driving, so I'll have room in my vehicle for my slot car box with some slot cars and at least my controller and some things, some tools. Hey, Rick. Hello from Tampa. Still painting these Lolas in preparation for the NSR Lola race, September 20th. 38 entries for the race. Nice. So Rick posted the Red Bull livery on the Lola, and that looks great. And Rick traveled out and ran in the slot at Nationals and has a racetrack, Scenics track there in Florida. Um, you're in Tampa, Rick. I'm going to be in Paso Grosso Beach, St. Pete area in October. Um, if you guys are racing someplace, um, that'd be kind of cool. Maybe I'd have a chance to meet up. So if send me a message if that's something you would be interested in. But that's awesome. You guys have 38 entries for that race. So I think I'll probably end up ordering one of those. I've got a Revo slot, one of the new Porsches coming. I have tires from Super Tires to do some testing. Did some testing with the Pantera on the Carrera. Well done. So if you need tires for your Pantera, your Carrera Pantera, make sure you hit one of your Super Tire resellers because um, those tires will be coming out soon. Hey, Hank. Hey, Sean. Good evening. I'll text you later, Marty. I've come up with a great way to get body float on our cars. Okay, cool. Yeah, Dave. Appreciate that. Tell us, Dave, no secrets. Death Race Super Bug rear axles. That's right. Yeah, I haven't trimmed the rear axles yet. So I thought about putting razor blades on them. And so I can take Dusty out right there, going in the turns. Make that bug a little wider. What else do we have? My slot car corner order got delayed until Thursday. Stupid USPS. Yeah, we were supposed to get our cars from Harry on Saturday, and they got lost in the abyss that is known as Kansas City. But in the bag or in the box was a slot invasion guide. Shout out to Oscar. Appreciate that. And then Dusty's got a cool 3A 3D paint shifting car stand. And then we got the plaques. So Harry, thanks for sending those out. And some 3A 3D sticker. So thanks to Dave, George, and Harry. But just in case you didn't see it, there's my 2 lines late model. And I really like how it turned out. I think it did really well. It wasn't the fastest car out there. I really didn't get a chance to. Dusty and I didn't get a ton of time to spend on our cars, but I think that now that we've got them back, we'll get them on the oval and have some fun racing and enjoy them. But I'm kind of proud of how that turned out. It's a good looking car. Got the Team Home Racing World there on the back bumper. So yeah, that's a fun car. I have a NSR C7 kit, white kit, and I thought about doing it in the 2 lines livery on the C7, just for some fun. So I may do that. I guess I could do that with the Volkswagen, but I feel like it needs to be something different. What else do we have coming? Any new slot cars out there that are shipping? I know the Mazda slotted Mazda is shipping, and that's a cool looking livery. Will look great on the track. I know Dave Kennedy talked about it in his live stream the other day. Ran some laps with it. Uh, that's a really cool car. And I don't have a Mazda. You guys know that the Group C cars are some of my favorite cars that I own. They're my favorite slotteds that I own for sure. I think they do a great job with the Group C cars, and I really like to see how that Mazda runs. I know not many of them ran in the slotted nationals, but most of the cars that were in the concourse were Mazdas. Well, let's see what else do we have in the comments. Any questions? Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate that, dude. Um, roast coffee and super tires. Yep. My espresso machine went down last week, and I fixed it on Sunday. I was pretty excited to be back. Um, good evening, John Mark Hall. It is very good to see you in the chat, brother. Um, John Mark, while we were live streaming last week, was in the hospital in the ICU, and his wife was trying to get a hold of me, but she was texting my work fax number. And so she texted my wife, and Jen, during the middle of the live stream, texted me and said, "Hey, John Mark is in the hospital." And I ran out there after the live stream to see if I could get in, and he was in ICU. And most of the other places, I know enough people, I probably could have gotten in. But with ICU, the nurse was like, "Hey, he's back here asleep. I don't really want to bother him." So she turned me away, and I'm like, "I'm his twin brother. I'm family." But I went out the next morning, and but he's home. He actually stopped by earlier to grab some slot cars because he is headed to Dayton, um, and is taking his grandson over to the hobby shop in Dayton to run some laps on Friday, I think. So if all else fails, a touch of weight on the bottom of the chassis will work. Yeah, I've got some thin stuff that I could put on that, John. I do not like putting weight on the bottom. Um, and this thing, bro, I've got this thing on the ground. It doesn't rub, but it's yeah, it's slammed like a proper bug should be. Slot car anyway. Hey, Stuart, spring chicken. That's right. Yeah, James, I don't want to talk about the Reds. They've kind of fallen apart here as of late. They've lost a lot of late inning games. It's a shame. Yep, it's good to know that John Mark is feeling better. Yeah, thanks, Chris. Appreciate that. Ryan, I believe that everyone in the chat and the two guys in this room fit that bill too. Pamela, I buy a lot at Harbor Freight. Oh man, I we got a Harbor Freight maybe 4 or 5 years ago here in town, and that was the best thing ever. A guy I work with basically has refrained from going to Harbor Freight because he knew as soon as he did the first time he'd be in trouble, and he did about a month ago for the first time. So, well, as always, I got one thumbs down. Good to keep that streak alive. Hey, Jerry. Club racing was tough for me today. I kept running out of talent, as Harry would say. Jerry, I think you're in good company, buddy, with the rest of us. Slot car bro. There you go. Welcome. Um, good to have you. So HSF says he will be ordering a sidecar for sure. Slot R says no. Yes. They look really cool. I think they would be a fun class. Chris says cool, but passing on the BRM sidecars. Yeah, it was just like, what do you race it with? Um, so George, I got the delivery. Thank you, bro. Nice. No problem. Rad, your track is great. I'm back. Sold a C10 dash for dollars for slot cars. That's funny. I sold a guitar amp for slot car stuff last week. So, speaking of that, I, uh, I do want to talk about one of the things that I purchased was a slot car controller. through our buddy Greg Bud Slots, who is Velocity Slot Racing Parts, and he is now the distributor for those controllers, the MK15. Um, and I'm impressed with it. It's really good. I'm probably about as quick with the DS as I am, mainly because I have a lot more time with it. But the more I use it, the more comfortable I get, and um, it's uh, it's a nice controller. No, it didn't take you long to come off with that controller. Dusty jumped over and is going to try it.
It's the dirt track's dirty.
Oh, this is true. It probably is
That's what I'm gonna blame it on.
a little bit. But it's nice. Bo says, does anyone have the new slotted Mazda 767B yet? Still not available here in Germany. I have not ordered it. Um, I know that if I want it, I probably need to order it because I have a feeling it's going to go pretty quick here in the States. I know some people, I I don't know if it started shipping yet. I know Dave Kennedy has one, but hey, Daniel. Um, Good morning, Marty, and hello to everyone. Hope you all are good. Big wave from Deal in the UK. Hey, thanks. Appreciate that. It's late for you guys over there. George, thanks for the replacement with Sean. That's cool. 3A3D Challenger primed and wet sanded, ready for paint. Ford pickup on pre-order. Very good, John. Filthy little slots. Hallelujah. It's a two lines kind of night. That's right. Um, Great shot. Usually I only see a glass with Dusty. Slot cars have taken over my normal life. What is a normal life? Hey, Filthy. Thanks for Marty. Can I say I borrowed a friend's PHN1 controller? Nice. Let us know how you like it. I'm a fan. I do like it. I like it a whole lot. Gladstone's got a question. Curious, how many in the audience have small garage personal tracks? I would easily take over my garage with a slot car track, but I'm I'm running out of space. I've got two tracks down here, and I'm working on a third, and I haven't figured out where I'm going to put that yet. The VW is a winner. Yeah, I think so too. Inch pincher. um, let's see, 47 on mine. Likes don't update. Question: do you paint with airbrush or spray cans? Lucifer, I don't have an airbrush, so I paint with spray cans, and I've tried all kinds of different stuff, and my best luck has been with what I can get locally as testers in the small spray, and I've got two cars that I think have turned out fantastic with the testers. The lines are super clean. Um, I'm really happy with those. Um, and this is the red one. I kind of did a frosted um, white metallic top on the hood, but I'm really pleased with how that turns out. And then this one was sprayed with white as the base coat, and then I did the rest of that in the stickers. And so those are all cans. Um, what a controller, and I'm now looking for one, please. Got a few medical problems, amputee wheelchair user, and right leg missing, plus loads of metalwork in both arm left fused. Wow. Um, so you're looking for one. All right. If anybody's got a DS they want to sell, um, let them know. Bryce, those bugs are just too cool. So many liveries would look good. Yeah, I think so too. So I'm excited about it. $20 by $30 garage, 50% is slot cars. There you go. Who's going to be the first one to do Super Herbie? Um, and I have to tell you, I'm not a big fan of the Herbie.
Won't be this guy.
It won't be this guy either. I'm not a big fan of the Herbie livery. It's okay. John Mark despises it.
I do too.
But I have a CUDA primed and ready for paint. A C10 pickup coming. Nice, Chris. Bo just chewing on some Haribo vampires. Yummy. I do know them, not the vampires, but the gummies I'm familiar with. Maybe airbrush from Santa this year. Have to clean up my act though. There you go, Greg. You better be on your best behavior. Um, I've given up on my third DD304 DeFalco and was wondering if anyone can help me please get one. Bo, I like the Tang Fastic. Professor Motors controllers work with my nerve issues nicely. Lightweight and light trigger. There you go. The Rothman's livery looks good on the sidecar. Yeah, Jerry, I think so too. It looks pretty sweet. I'm eyeing up BRM Mustangs. Yeah, Kirby, those BRMs, they just look really good. What year C10? Skeletric also did sidecars, 132nd, not as finely detailed, but with tires and tuning, they scoot right along. I bet they do. Those little go-karts go pretty good too. Roast Coffee, the official coffee of Two Lines Tuesdays. That's right. Our cross-country trip starts this Sunday, Route 66. Here we come. That's cool. I would like to do that one day. Isn't Fast Eddie's in California? I think there's a handful of Fast Eddie's around the world, Joe. Um, I'd be keen on 3 of those sidecars as track cars. Yeah. Um, are you digital or analog? I think he's analog. Vera 8. Hi, guys. Hey, Vera. Started building first chassis and discovered I am not too good at soldering. Chris, not many of us are. Let's just be honest. Shady Dave, welcome. Good evening. Um, like soldering a brass chassis is difficult. One, you you've got to have the right tip and understand like the basics of soldering. And I really didn't do that and didn't know that at first. And I bought a decent soldering iron, and that was a game changer for me. Um, so yeah. Let's see, Marty's bug is the Ben Hur edition. That's right. That's great. Hey to fingers. Good to have you, John. Are the orange tires special order? Slot Car Bro, those orange tires came from Pamela at Super Tires, and she sent me a box with some tires in it, and they had fluorescent orange, fluorescent blue, and green yellow, a fluorescent yellow. They look awesome, but the white tires that she did uh, for the race, the NSR race, um, is really cool. They look great. And I think Freighter got some this week. Olga found another plug in her room. Let's see, Marty, is it too white so it blinded? It was too white so it blinded the drivers. That's right. How many guys in the U.S. informed delivery? I use informed delivery. I think it's a handy tool. Um, somebody ships something out, it sends me a notice that says I've got something coming. Then I can pay attention. Where is my Mazda? I'm always watching the tracking. Yeah, some new JPS cars are coming out. Yeah, so what is it? They just released John Player Special, or they'll be coming out. John Player Special and another livery. What was that? Revo slot? I felt like it was an interesting car.
Yeah, because it said something else.
Yeah.
It
What?
didn't say John Player Special. It said something else on it.
Yeah, and
What
then the
was it?
other livery was like another popular livery
Yeah,
at the time.
yeah. I don't remember what it
I
was.
can't remember what it was either. In Kansas City.
Trying too hard.
Two more NSR 908s are about to drop. Hey, Joe, what's up? Thanks for joining, man. I was watching the replay last night on my walk. Yeah, unless they misscan it, that's true. Or it's trapped in St. Louis. Tad, everybody's been talking about your truck, man. The NAS truck looks awesome. Great work. The RX-7s are nice runners, different drive from the others too. That was the other car I wanted to talk about. Um, I don't love these first liveries of the RX-7, but I think they nailed it. The It looks great. And as a kid, I was a fan of the RX-7. And I think that those engines sound awesome when they're all tuned up. Um, Welcome back, John Mark. Been praying for you. Yeah, thanks, Hank. I know he appreciates that. John D. New slotted Mazda design seems to have a much more robust wing, causing less breakage problems. Time will tell. That's cool, John. I really like this livery. Three Room says, "Good morning, all." Good morning. Um, I've got a nice stint and a plethora of meds. Yeah, Rob, no flat bills. Finally updated my logo and getting stickers made. For those who want a sticker, reach out. Nice, Highway. And I have got stickers all over the place now. Daryl doesn't do flat bills. Um, I have the BRM sidecar outfit in a white kit from maybe 10 years ago. Only suitable to race against other sidecars, as does all full-size slot car racing. Yeah. I'm choosy about my Harbor Freight tools. I feel like I missed a question. I'm rolling back up here. It keeps jumping. Party at Marty's flood bill required.
699.
699. Oh, got under 7. Dang. Dang. How's it 850 already? So there it goes. So the RX-7s. I really think that Revo's onto something, man. It would be good to see. I'm not seeing the picture. Maybe somebody's posted it, but it'd be cool to see a picture of like a full size Revo slot, like the Porsche 911, and then the RX-7, and then one of the Group 2 cars. Because in my head, that RX-7 should be somewhere in between those from a size standpoint, 1/32 scale. But I may be wrong. But then it makes me wonder, does it take a different tire? What size tire is the RX-7 using, John? I just made a makeshift 9x6 table on the other side of the basement for the GRL. I'm thinking rally track coming soon. Jen won't be happy. Hey, as long as you don't take the drums down, we're okay with that. But we need a drummer for the slot car band. Marty, what amp did you sell? I sold my Bad Cat. I can't play through it at church anymore. It's too loud. They want to control the stage volume,
And
and
like Freebird on it.
and they. I don't play electric very well. I don't play guitar very well. Let's just be honest. But um, and so I'm playing through an amp modeler, and once I bought the amp modeler, I have not plugged into that amp for a long time. So it was a bad cat, classic cat, which is I think like Fender Blackface tone, but kind of like the Blues Junior from a. It's just got a volume and a tone knob. It doesn't have an EQ and a bunch of settings. It doesn't have reverb built in. It was a pretty basic boutique amp, but it was a nice amp, really nice. But the kid who bought it is a heck of a player, and so I'm excited to hear him play through it. Um, John Mark says no Herbies. That's right. I have a 24 by 30 garage and it's filled up with a 100-foot 4-lane career track. There you go, Greg. Well done. Yes, Greg is the reseller. Oh, not I called you distributor. Sorry. You're a reseller. Good. I don't know that anybody's distributing though. I have to pass on the RX-7. Kind of disappointed with the livery. Same goes with the sidecar. So many other cars they could have made. The sidecars just look cool. The RX-7, again, I wasn't super excited about these liveries, but I think the next batch of liveries, we all know Revo Slot will release another 3 to 5 liveries soon, and I'm hoping that one of those that I really like, or I could just get a white kit and paint it myself. But my paint jobs really are not that great. Fast Eddie slot car track in NorCal has been closed for years. There you go. You mean Jim? You didn't get banned? Your spray can painting looks better than my spray gun. My soldering can only get better. Chris, it will get better. You'll figure it out. I will say that the other game changer was when I got Stay Clean. When I bought this bottle, this this is the right kind of flux um, to use, and that was kind of a game changer. It improved it. So, Chris, if you're trying to use like a regular flux, this liquid flux is really the way to go. What cars do those tires go? Oh, you're talking about the orange tires? So these are 1400s. I don't know specifically. They will fit on, you kind of squeeze them on like the NSR Classics, um, but it's probably on a regular Classics car, it probably would allow the chassis to drag. But on the Bug, I needed all the room I could get to get those tires up underneath those fenders. So, what else? Nick V, NSR Porsche JPs and Revo Toyota GT1s with JPs and Marlboro. That was it. It was the Toyota. It was the Marlboro livery.
That's it.
Yeah. Thanks, Nick. That Marlboro livery on the GT1 and the John Player Special livery on the GT1 looks fantastic.
Have you seen Daryl's Lola?
Yeah. Yeah, Daryl sent me a picture of his Lola.
That's awesome.
Alan did an awesome job. John Wright, I may have been the only one not to be banned, but I only went there once or twice. There you go. Kirby, I got to get them in. He beat me up pretty good in the GRL last year. There you go. Hey, Dave's Slot Car Asylum. Welcome. Glad you're here. And Revo Slot Toyota GT1s. Yep. And the Denso. Yeah, those all look really good. I am a fan of the Toyota GT1. That's a great car. Um, hey, Eric. You're not too late, man. I'm just getting ready to. I'm gonna go head over to the track and run a few laps. Um, I was just getting through all the questions first. Hey, Doug, good to have you. When I'm over there, the new Revo RX-7 and Porsche Super Tires 1504s. Awesome. Yeah, so I've got the new Porsche. I have one of those coming, and Pamela already sent me some of the 1504s to try. So I'm looking forward to already having tires for that. Question: in your free time, how about being the point man for your viewers scene? Um, I'm I'm not sure I understand the comment. With the Dusty with the Freebird, yeah, always. Throw out the question if anyone has totaled up the dollars, what they have spent on everything to do with slot cars and track. I so here's the rule of thumb, Highway. It's better off not knowing. You're better off not to total. You should never count how many cars you have. You should never figure out how much you've invested in your track. It's bad to know those things. As Greg says, absolutely not. That's top secret. You don't want to know. Hank, Marty, can you run your track in reverse direction? Um, I it's a digital and analog, so no, I cannot run it in reverse. Um, I could put a switch in to do it, but then I have to deal with um, the axle box that I'm running, and I don't want to mess that up. So, so no, I cannot reverse my track. Das, good evening or good morning, whatever it is for you. Uh, just sent a photo, Revo slot sizes. John Albright just sent me. Um, oh, let's see here, John. And you guys can probably see this in the track setting, maybe. If I switch over to track, there's the size comparisons. Got it. Okay, so it's not, yeah, it's right there in between. So it's exactly what I expected. All right, I like that. Now let's go back to this one. Well done. Good job, Revo Slot. So, let's see. I have less dollars in slot cars than real cars. That's a good way to look at it. My wife watches this, so I can't say. There you go. 30 by 40 garage with a 20 by 12 wood track and an 18 by 18 by 13 Carrera track. Bo, I sadly missed the live stream 2 weeks ago, but I rewatched it. Does your 1504 tire fit any other Revo? Way too much, Greg is right. Um, John, in 62, introduced motorcycle sidecars, sets 2, MC1, 2. Yep. Yeah, it's not like they're new, they've been around, but these new ones look cool. How about having your followers send in their custom stickers to you and give them out as a podcast? Gotcha. I thought that's what you meant, Slot Car Bro. Um, yeah, we could always do that. 1504s are for the new Revo Porsche and 9 are RX-7. Thanks, Pamela. Um, what else? Yeah, Chris. It's called Stay Clean, and George and Shotgun Dave recommended this stuff to me, and it was a little bit of money online. It was the only place I could find it, but I think that bottle was like $14 or $15, worth every penny. We do have other Revo tires for the Porsche 911 and the GT2s, Vipers, and more. Yeah, a lot of those run the same tire, those Revo slots. Bo asks, um, Bo, I think that those are new. I'm not sure that the resellers have them yet. She probably answers that later in the chat. DW, received my slot car corner delivery with all the needed pieces to build my inline 3A3D 55 and late model. Next order from Super Tires. Nice. When using Stay Clean on brass and wire, make sure to clean the chassis with baking soda, warm water, and a soft toothbrush. Otherwise, the chassis will corrode. That is correct, John. But it definitely makes the soldering much easier. Thomas Sanders, good evening. Newly returned slot car racer on Saturday racing, was glad to hear the new Revo GT1 Toyota is being available for him to buy for our class. Yeah, that Marlboro car, I might have to own that. Hey, Alan. Yes, Daryl showed us the new. He sent me a picture, Alan. It looks awesome. Great work as always. Das, the money would be mind blowing. Yeah, I don't. We just don't want to know. It's not something we want to know. I don't keep a record of spent. I don't ever want to know. Eric, that is correct. Good idea. My track is in my garage, Tampa, Florida area, 71-foot track. So Thomas, it looks like I need to have a meetup in Tampa because there's like 4 or 5 of you in the chat in Tampa, and I'm going to be in Pasadena Beach and St. Pete, and towards the end of October. So maybe we can put something together and all meet at Fast Eddie's and run some laps. That would be fun. Yeah, Dust, it's not good. Yeah, I'd have to pull the lane changers out, and we run enough digital every once in a while that I don't want to do that. Slot cars are severely. Oh, I got another thumbs down. It does a big like animation when somebody gives you. Oh, somebody changed it. It must have been a mistake. Thanks for whoever corrected that. I appreciate it. I'm not sure that it impacts anything, but um, hobby shop owner, was a friend and a customer for many years. Helped start my insane track inventory. Nice. I keep all my slot car corner receipts, more pages than War and Peace. That's a good one, Tad. Yeah, the Stay Clean works great. Yeah, it you don't have to use very much. How about happy and not broke? There you go. Easier to ask for forgiveness than permission to buy slots. That came from Pamela. Pamela, I'm going to give you my wife's phone number, and you can call her and explain that. And explain that. That would be great. Yeah, let me text that to you right now. Too funny. Walter from Slot Card Dreams will be getting them soon. Very cool. All right. Um, I'm gonna switch over and run some laps. How about we run the bug and see how it runs? So switch over to the track view, and you guys should still be able to hear me as I walk over there. I think. Oh, maybe not. Hang on. Microphone. Oh no. Shut off. Oh, the battery died. That's no good. Let's see if you can hear. Dusty, can you talk?
Huh? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. All right. Can you hear me now? And let's run the bullfight. What are you practicing? What are you practicing? That's good that you get some. All right, here we go. We'll run the Volkswagen. Oh, that didn't take long to find out that it's still top heavy. It may need a little more weight now that I put the ooh, the S turns. The S turns are going to get it. All right, Dave. I may have to figure out where to put some weight. I don't know. I'm gonna have to rethink the weight on this thing. Yep. I'm gonna have to rethink the weight. I had it. Well, I have it in the front, the pod. I have it right here, and it's about 4 grams, but I put the interior in it. And that really had an impact on. There just wasn't enough weight to counteract that. And getting some pretty good grip. There we go. I'm just gonna have to drive it.
I feel like I could go better than the BM.
Yeah. Ah. So they're right out of the slot. That's one of the things we'll have to work on. Yeah, dude, before I put the weight in it, and it was kind of locked in for the most part. Yeah, it's really good. So now this is Greg's car that I'm running. This is a Scale Auto. What is this?
On 2-3.
Yeah, 964. And it's a typical Greg car. It's smooth and quiet. And performs really well. You definitely have to keep the rear end behind the guy. Lose a lot of confidence along the car. Definitely cleaning this lane.
That's why I just put your control in. That's like,
You just move it over here. Yeah, it's the white lane is dirty. Yeah, these cars are. I know that we spent a lot of time wrenching on these cars. They are very well. These scale auto cars, they just have so many things to work on. Um, there's a lot of adjustment. Um, if you have one, you know that they're like rocket ships in a straight line. But if you don't have them set up right, they really might struggle through the turns with it. But we've learned a lot about in prepping for this race. I think my buddy Greg is like Greg and Steve really have a good handle on it. Oh, sheesh.
well, what that hit? This is you.
Yeah, it's probably that little jump right there.
Yeah, this like skip.
right out of the slot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a spot right here that I don't know if I pulled on a cable or something,
Yeah.
but it's more pronounced. About gotcha. You got me focused. Now I can't talk. It's hunting me down here a little bit. Look at that. Get me through the S's. Oh yeah. So guys, I don't know. It's probably boring for you, but I did want to talk. Oh, gosh, I did want to talk about the controller. So this controller, um, I'm working on a video for it. Just kind of the breakdown of the controller. The first video I do is going to be a breakdown of the controller. This is the special controller by Francischini, the MK15. It has 4 pots on it. It's got anti-spin, sensibility, power, and brake. He has a whole manual on how to set this thing up. And got 2 switches here that are curve on and off, and sensibility soft and hard. And then the brake's adjustable or max brake. Um, and then there's also an advance off and on. You can turn this off and it just becomes just a regular controller and ignores all of the settings.
Oh, okay.
So um, that's kind of the basics. But in the video, I kind of talk all about each setting. I kind of go into detail. Um, and like it's a very comfortable. It's got a cushion 2-finger trigger. The trigger pull is nice because it reminds me of the Falco because it has a wiper. So it is an analog controller, but I feel like it's got like the features of the DS, which I like. Um, so it has, a really good brake circuit. It's got sensitivity. But just put the brake circuit's really good. It doesn't have network, but the sensibility is pretty much. I think it's a sensibility. It's pretty much your controller sensitivity. Uh, but it's really like having all the network in a knob, and that's how it acts. So in my DeFalco, I run a 522 and I can dial this controller in with the knob to have the same feel. And so it's really nice. At this point, still early in the game, but I'm really happy with it. Ooh, I got sideways and got dirty. I got sideways and out of inside. He was dirty. He's tired. Which is why I slid in front of you. So yeah, it's got a good feel. It 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 feels like what you're used to with the DeFalco, you know, from a trigger feel.
I like it.
It's got some weight to it though. It's because of it's got really high quality components, and oh yeah, dude, this car is good. Good job.
Get tired.
Might be maybe a little more settled than Graves on this track.
I think it is in here. But I say you get it on his track.
Yeah, it gets through the S's pretty quick.
Yeah. Takes down good.
So I ran a 7.3, 7.1, 7.1, 7.1, 7.1. It's really consistent. You were running 7.2s with that one. So yeah. Yeah, that's a good car, man.
Yeah, I think it says professionally true tire. There's plenty.
Come apart.
That's right
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
Where the screw is. Yep. Back to get the.
Yeah, I felt like I could brake later with your car than this one, and that could be the motor too.
Right.
But with clean tires, I'm pretty good. But as soon as they get dirty, I'm in trouble with this one. It's because of that long guide rear axle. I think my lane's starting to clean up too. Oops. Oh yeah, I can tell I'm getting along faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, tire first. Well, I'll come over and see if there's anything in the chat here in a second. And we got to get tires away. Oh, yeah. 2 sets tonight. Some outfit. I got to try it. Yeah, 6.9, 6.9s. Okay. Yeah, just pull that off. Out of the way so you can. Right, I got into the 6.9. Great car. Like it. There we go. Right, back in off just a bit. Come back here. I'll try to catch up here. Dusty is ready for hunting season. Yeah, he was hunting me, man. His car is running really, really good. Tad, the bug. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna have to re-weight that. I did not put enough weight in it to compensate for the um, the interior, and I thought about that if I left the interior out, I think the amount of weight I put on it, I think probably would have been locked in because it was really good with no weight, except for every once in a while, if I hit that hairpin too hard, it would deslot, and so I didn't make it better. I made it worse. Um, let's see. Dusty's a track hawk. He's always faster than me, Greg. I'm used to it.
No.
I would pass out if I knew how much I spent. Marty has a Bluetooth mic on his person. Yeah, the battery, my when it charged, it didn't have a full charge, and I didn't know it. So I've got it charging now. Front of pod is too loose. So it's funny, Ted, that you say haunted house. House isn't haunted. Uh, there's lots of potential, but it has two staircases, so you can kind of get on the back side of the house. There's a staircase, and then there's the main staircase in the front side of the house. And so that would have been cool when the kids were little because we used to do like a haunted house um, for them, and they always loved it. But having the ability to get up and down the stairs in two different places could have been fun. Needs some float, Marty. I'll show you how to get it. Yeah, I think some float would help it for sure, but I think I've got the weight all wrong now. Um, let's see. It's not to say about here. I'm supposed to know that, but I'm procrastinating. Jump on the sticker train. That's right. All right. I probably missed some questions. I apologize. So we're going to go ahead and give away before we call it a night. Yeah, please, no political discussions in slot cars. Sister tells us that that's not into this, right? The hammer might have to come out, right? So, guys, thanks for tuning in. This has been great. So we're going to give away two sets. So let me copy and paste names here and let it randomize. Okay. Thanks, George. And our first winner is Gladstone. If you are still on, send me an email. I put my email address in the chat. .com. Send me your information to that email. I just put it in the chat, and you have some tires and some stickers coming from Super Tires, our channel sponsor. Pamela is still in the chat, and so I'll forward your information on to Pamela, and she will reach out to you to see exactly what you want. So Gladstone is our first winner. Let's do a second winner. And randomly. And let's pick a winner. Daryl Rogers. Daryl, you are our second winner. If you're still in the chat, you know how to get a hold of me. I do need your new address though. So, because I actually have some things to send you, but yeah, you are second winner. So Gladstone, you are winner number 1. Daryl Rogers, you are winner number 2. Gosh, that almost feels like a homer pick right there. That's awesome. Congrats, guys, for winning. Hope you enjoy your super tires. Send him white tires. The white tires are awesome, man. They're awesome. But you're right, but Daryl doesn't like white liveries. I'm guessing the tires would be the same. So, guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. I hope you had a great time. Thanks for Pamela and Super Tires for being a channel sponsor. It's been great. And gosh, before we know it, September will be over, and we'll be done giving away stuff. But Pamela did give me a hint that she might be coming up with a really cool giveaway. So we maybe have to have her back on, and maybe she'll give it away on the live stream. But I'm not going to spoil it. I'll let her make that announcement. But it could be a slot car. Just saying. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Daryl just wants 1403s. There you go. That makes it easy. 1403s.
Like,
So, guys, thanks for tuning in. And as always, go have fun racing with Super Tires.